Hello and welcome to Healing Womanhood. I'm Saffron and today is the last in our joy series. So all throughout February we've been exploring the idea of joy, what gets in the way of our joy, what brings us joy, and everything to do with joy. So if you haven't looked at those videos yet, do go back and check them out because today's video is going to build on them. We're going to summarise what we've learned and go over what's come up, maybe make a list of what we want to work on going forwards. Particularly from last week's video, we went into our childhood relationship with joy, so there was some really deep, potentially really deep stuff there. There's always potentially really deep stuff in the videos. And that was particularly in the extended version. So the extended versions are available only to Patreon members. So if you are not a Patreon member, head over there and do that now. The link will be in the description if you're just watching the short version of this video. So what have we learned in this month of focusing on joy? Well, we began with days when you're not feeling joyful. So it was really important to start off by just blasting out that idea of toxic positivity and having to be joyful at all costs. And we just gave some room to acceptance of the times when you aren't feeling joyful. And then we moved on to making a list of joy. So all of the things in your life that bring joy for you. So this is a really personal list. And a lot of the things might be quite universal, like movement, dancing, getting outside in nature. And a lot of the things might just be things that are joyful for you. It might be your favourite TV show, your favourite song, memories that bring you joy, all kinds of things it could be. Hobbies that bring you joy. So that was a really lovely week. And then in our third week, we talked about the things that block us from experiencing joy. So that was our old experiences of joy. So we started with looking at beliefs about joy. So what do we believe about joy? What did we learn about joy growing up? Is joy just for when all the jobs are finished? Things like that. And then we moved on in the extended version to looking at where those beliefs come from. So the relationships with adults in our lives when we were children, and what we learnt from them about joy, how they related to joy and how we learnt from their modelling, and what we learnt that joy was associated with, and what we learnt was a good person, and all of these things. So that was really interesting for me personally. I learnt some stuff about my own relationship to joy as I was going back over that video, so I'd love to hear what you learnt from that as well. So in today's tapping, we're just going to bring all of that together. We're going to tap on the idea of choosing joy, of walking alongside joy, allowing joy in. And not necessarily, I feel joyful all the time, because we know that's not realistic, and we know that we need space for all of our other feelings. So we're going to put joy into context in our lives, as one of many feelings that we experience, and maybe one that we would like to lean towards more often, but not one that we're going to try to use as a shield against all of the others. We want to have space for all of those feelings. And then in the extended part of our video, we are going to connect with joy in the same way that at the very beginning we connected with sadness. So if you haven't done that video, we looked at sadness as if it was a character, as if it could be a physical being. So we gave it physical characteristics, and then we took some time to talk to sadness. We're going to do that with joy in the second half of the video. So that will be for Patreon members, so do become one if you aren't already. So let's get started with some tapping. If you haven't tapped with me before, all you need to do is tap where I'm tapping and repeat what I'm saying. It's really easy. So beginning on the side of the hand. Even though this exploration of joy has covered a lot of things, and it might take me a while to integrate that, that's okay. And I'm okay. And I love and accept all of myself exactly as I am. Even though this exploration of joy might have gone a bit deeper than I expected, that's okay. And I'm okay. And I love and accept all of myself exactly as I am. Even though I've learned so much this month about my relationship with joy and where that fits into my life, I choose to love and accept all parts of myself now. There's been a lot to learn this month, and I'm ready to choose joy. I'm ready to lean towards joy in the moments where that's possible. And I understand about accepting the less joyful times, about making space for the more difficult emotions, about making space for all of me. And I'm ready to allow joy to walk alongside me on that journey. Maybe it'll be a little bit further away at the difficult times, but I'll always be ready to welcome it back, to allow joy to walk hand in hand with me whenever there's nothing in the way. And whenever there is something in the way, I'm going to allow myself to understand that. I'm going to allow myself to explore what that might be, to find out what it wants from me, to find out what it's frightened of or angry about, and to understand it. Just like I now understand joy. And wherever things have come up for me in these videos, wherever I've had new understandings about joy, new understandings about myself, new understandings about my childhood, I'm going to give myself space to look at those in detail, because those parts of me deserve my time. Those parts of me deserve my energy. There's been a lot to unpick here, and that's okay. Maybe I've reached new understandings about my family and how their ways of being have impacted me, how their ways of being have formed my beliefs. And I'm ready to look at that with interest now. It's really interesting to see those influences and to notice the shapes that they've made in my mind. And I'm ready to set aside some time to explore that now. because this is my time. My time for joy. Today I choose joy. Today I welcome joy. Today I recognize that joy is a part of me. And I fully embrace that part. Choosing to embrace joy with all of my being. Choosing this new way of being. And as I welcome in this beautiful part of me, that I'm ready to understand and learn more about, I recognize that joy is one of many emotions. One of many aspects of being human. One of many parts of me. I've spent this month zooming in on joy. And now I'm ready to zoom back out and see joy in the context of my life. To recognize that joy might fade in and out. And that that's completely okay. To recognize that some days sadness or fear or anger might shout louder. I might not always be able to hear joy. And that's okay too. Because I know that joy is always there. I'll always find my way back to joy. And joy will always find its way back to me. Because I'm setting the intention now to live with joy every day. To let joy into my life. With compassion and gentleness. With care and kindness. With understanding when I don't do as well as I would have liked. Because I'm only human. And I don't expect perfection of myself. Just welcoming in joy in a gentle way. Allowing joy to be part of my life and part of my experience. Today I choose joy. And take a deep breath. How was that for you? We referenced the previous videos quite a lot there, so as I mentioned at the beginning, if you haven't done those, definitely go back and do them. I hope that that was really, really helpful for you. Let me know what came up for you during that round, if anything, or if it just helped to consolidate the previous videos. If you're on YouTube, thank you very much for tapping with me today. Why not go and check out the Patreon membership? It is there for you if you would like to do the extended version of this video, which is all about treating joy as a part. And if not, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.